The man himself. How are you, Paul?
Wonderful. Another day in the office.
You're all sharp. Well, thank you. I gotta do myself up when I get on camera.
Yeah. Glad I wore my jacket.
Craft brewing has just been blowing up recently, right? And particularly in the Cincinnati region, which has a rich history in brewing and now is definitely seeing a huge resurgence. What sets your beer apart?
I think we do some styles that a lot of other craft breweries don't. Alt beer is an uncommon style. The Irish Stout is fairly uncommon.
For people that aren't into the brewing world or haven't ever done a tour or they just drink it, right? They don't give a shit. Like, what does that mean that a brewery doesn't want to do cans or bottles?
For us, Bircus is the destination. We are driving people to Ludlow Theater. At the end of the day, the tap room is where the profits are made, where the majority of your sales are made. Canning and bottling is expensive. And for us to really make our maximum contributions to the community, to everyone involved, it comes down to driving that tap room, having shows in there, having people in there, putting butts in the seats.
Right. The super impressive thing that can be very quickly overlooked when you see these really cool taps, right? When you drink this fantastic beer, when you see the list, you immediately on the surface might think they have everything that they need because they're putting out quality products. It's easy to overlook, like 2 guys.
It's pretty amazing, and honestly, most of the brewing Sean could pretty much do single-handedly. I just do my best to
keep it running,
everything looking good and running well.
But he's being modest. Everything that I do, everything that I do. I bounce a lot of stuff off Ryan. He picked it up really fast, kind of. Like the stout. Really, that base beer was him. I was leaning towards milk stout, and we did a test batch, and I really liked the Irish Stout. I was like, okay. So when I make a recipe, I'll make the base, I'll bounce it off him, we'll adjust it, and then, that kind of turns into fun.
And what does Paul have to do with the beer side of things, right? It sounds like he pushed everything in the right direction to make happen, but it doesn't sound like he's brewing anything, right?
He just keeps it going. Mm-hmm. He books the talent, he's out there hustling every day, trying to get us into new venues. He's talking to the bars and restaurants, seeing who wants circus, who doesn't. He drives the creative end of Bircus for sure.
Big mouth.
Secret
You discussed about how you're able to differentiate yourself, even in the marketing aspect. And with these boys here in your Bircus, it very much seems like now y'all are doing whatever the hell you want when it comes to any brew after that.
Yeah, we could be in like a industrial park just making great beer, okay? And people would come to the industrial park just because the beer is top notch. And it's neat with Sean's commercial brewing background. There are a lot of brewers in a very crowded space that maybe did a Kickstarter, got some home brewing, got a little bit bigger, They have one beer they're really great at, and they just kind of have 6 other IPAs, And this is not what we have, one IPA, And
right,
because it's a great one IPA, and I'm not a huge IPA guy, but I love this IPA, And it's breweries could spend a lot of money to try and find other loudmouth yahoos, but I've been working at it 20 years.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Is that each of you represent this different leg of the tripod, right? And that it's not that's your only thing, there is some bleed over, but at the same time you trust each other to be responsible for that leg, right? Which I think is super cool.
We're maximizing our investment in this yeast strain. We're not just putting it down the drain. We're taking the yeast, making another beer true to style, true to form, tags in with our narrative about being a Belgian concept that we were important to make it happen in Ludlow. It's a damn good beer, and it's tied to the circus history of Ludlow. It's not a marketing hustle. It's like it's real. It's real yeast. They're real stories, and it's not. We didn't make it up. There's a lot of made-up breweries in town that just have a marketing firm selling their beer.
As somebody on the outside, it's very cool to be like, oh, this is where it's at right now, and it's great, and I love it, and it's going somewhere bigger, right? It's going somewhere that we can't even quite define yet, which is very exciting. So, what are you most excited about moving forward with Bircus?
The tap room, the official tap room opening.
Hell yeah. That's a solid answer, Ryan. That's it. And if I couldn't have
Later this year, stay tuned.
Bum, bum, bum.
But
I'm looking forward to working on producing the events next door, okay? But not just next door, it's also this whole, like, we'll be coming up on summer festival season.
Cabin Fever. But nobody really knows
We're gonna be
this is open.
No,
4 to midnight?
this tasting room will be open. We're also going to be pouring our beer with our partners, Wooden Cask, so we'll be up at the main stage at St. Boniface, St. James, so poured by y'all.
Poured by me.
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm gonna thank you, Sean, Ryan, Paul,
Right on, David.
my man. This is Scott Thompson. You're watching The Latest Show. Talk to you next time. Ciao.